What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Blessed Opinion. My name's DA, born Christian fiction writer, and you're probably like, "Oh, you doing this in a van?" Yeah, I'm doing this in a van. All right. So check this out. I want to do random places. I want to give you me. I want to give you me where I'm at. You know, it doesn't always have to be in the studio, but I just want to give you me where I'm at. All right. So check this out. Let's not waste any time. DEE-1, Christian rapper. He's been in the game for years. Veteran at the game. So check this out. He was on the show on Sirius XM. I think it was Shady 45 or something like that. And you guys have probably heard the story, but if you don't follow hip hop, you probably haven't. So here we go. So DEE-1, he was on there doing an interview, and he calls out certain rappers. I'll say non-Christian rappers. He called out Rick Ross. He called out Jim Jones. He called out Meek Mill. And he called them out about their lyrics. The lyrics about, you know, talking about violence and you know, how it's harmful to the community. And they shouldn't be doing that. They should be doing lyrics that uplift the community. You know what I mean? But I don't want to talk anymore. I just want you to watch this clip. Here is this first clip. I'm going to show you 3 clips today. This first clip is DEE-1 addressing Rick Ross, Jim Jones, and Meek Mill about what they're doing. And in that same clip, we're going to show briefly Rick Ross's response to DEE-1. Check this out.
Jim Jones, you could do better, brother. I love you too much. I love you too much to not be honest with you. Rick Ross, you could do better, brother. Meek Mill, you could do better, brother. I love you too much not to be honest with you. Are you the face of prison reform? Cause are you the face of prison reform? Or are you sitting here on your new song with Ross talking about getting somebody murked and shot at the red light? Which one is it, bro? Which one is it, bro? Cause I did a shoe giveaway in my city and gave out 1,300 pairs of your shoes cause they said reform underneath them. And I love that you partnered with a major shoe company and you out here pushing prison reform. But now I gotta sit here like, man, this man glorifying getting people killed as of a week ago. Like, what are you doing, bro? Lil Snoop really got killed. That broke your heart. You wear him around your neck. Why are you glorifying the same thing? It's great. The rap game, hip hop industry is great at cooking up some delicious poison. I don't call y'all because I got a problem with you, man. Like, I wish we could go get lunch right now, me and any of them. I love you too much to not be honest with you.
There you go.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
And so if anybody feel bad about being called out, it's like let's talk. Let's talk about it and let's just figure out what we can do better.
Meek Mill, you could do better. Jim Jones, you could do better. Rick Ross, you could do better. I gotta see you do better. Wait. Little man, whoever you is, until you feed the kids where you from for 20 years straight. Don't question Rose. Wait. Until you buy 10,000 bikes, 10,000 trikes. Give all the young girls who pregnant Pampers for Christmas for 20 years straight. Don't question boss. You heard me, little man? Get that basket off your head so you could think clear, little man. You going viral for speaking on niggas' names, not.
All right. So y'all heard that. Yeah, Rick Ross, he was fuming at what DEE-1 had to say. Before I get into what Rick Ross had to respond, here is DEE-1 responding to what Rick Ross had to say about DEE-1's original comments. Check this out.
Rick Ross! First of all, I love you, brother, and I want you to know that because you sounded a little upset in your video reply to me. But I love you too much to not be honest with you. And right now, you're deflecting. I was talking about your lyrical content, and you talking about turkeys. I'm talking about you as a hip-hop OG still glorifying murder and drug dealing in your music. And you talking about turkeys? Bro, more people are streaming your music than eating your turkeys. You can believe that, brother. Oh, then you can make fun of my accent and my hair, brother. That's lightweight, you hear me? What am I doing to help my community? Well, my whole adult life, I've been a middle school teacher. Now I'm a full-time hip-hop artist. Just dropped my 10th album. It's called Uno. You should check it out, actually. I've helped to give out hundreds of thousands of dollars in college scholarships for students around this country. Done financial literacy tours year after year, brother. Shoe drives, toy drives, voter registration rallies, prison ministry. I'm currently a professor at Tufts University teaching the intersection of hip-hop and social change, and I'm a fellow at Harvard University. Ultimately, I'm just trying my best to do God's work in this industry, bro. Then you say, won't I go viral with my own content? Brother, you're a little late to the party. I've been successful for a while, man, and not having to glorify the things that's harmful to our community. Could you do that? I'm curious. Bro, I work with some of the same artists as you. The Game, Lupe, Big Crit, Juvenile, Manny Fresh, Currency, Kevin Gates, Sway, Charlamagne. These people know me, man. So as black men, let's do our best to do God's work and not glorify.
All right, so there you go. That's D1's response, and that was a healthy response. He wasn't mad, and I appreciate his humbleness in response to that. But before I go further and I give my opinion on this whole thing, Jim Jones responded to what D1 had to say, his original statement. And Jim Jones, he went off. He went on the same show that D1 went on, which is Shady 45 on Sirius XM. And this one's a little lengthy, and yeah, of course, there's an explicit warning. So anyway, check this out. After this, I will talk about it. All right, here we go.
I really do a lot for the people.
Mm-hmm. He talked about lyrics.
I don't care about none of that.
Okay.
In real life, I do a lot for the people. Miss me with the rhetoric about what I do in my music. I get money off my music. Don't tell me how to make my dollars. You gotta watch whose names you mentioning out here.
Mm-hmm.
You heard?
Yeah.
Because my little cousin might not like how you mention my name. You heard? And then he might want to slap a dread out your head just because he don't understand that you're using my name for fame, and he don't understand that.
Yeah.
There's a certain way to go about certain things when you're using certain people's name. When you do certain things, it's a reaction for every action.
What's the best way?
It's out now. It ain't no best way to have a conversation. He got to see me when he see me now.
Okay.
You heard?
If he reached out,
he had the chance. He could have reached out. That avenue of talking to me is out.
That's out.
You heard? I had the same conversation with Farrakhan.
How did that go?
He summoned me for saying his name.
Oh, okay.
You heard?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
If you know now what you're talking about, young man, let me school you to what you're doing. Well, yeah, it is music. So in a bit of music, you do get you get what you get, you heard? But we still in the entertainment business. But miss me with the bullshit, you heard? When you see me, keep your hand down, you heard? Where you from, New Orleans? Don't play with me like that. People from New Orleans already called me, you heard? You preacher, get out of here.
You told too.
What was that, King?
He told?
Yeah, he told.
So we ain't gonna get into that. I just
no.
want to heat him up. Will you snap on him?
Yeah, of course.
Basket.
No.
Look like you sell incense
We
all day.
got other things we could go. But listen, I'll say this.
He look like he sell chew sticks on 2/5 by the 4 train.
Come on, let's not do that. Come on, Jim.
It's cool
No,
for
but listen,
like,
what I'm saying is, I'm glad you addressed it.
bro, he's not.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
let's not even talk about him. I
Okay.
don't even know him. I
Let's
don't know
move
where he's at.
on.
I don't
But-
really care about him. He's a figment of my imagination.
Well, let me say
I've seen
this.
people reprimanded for less. I promise you.
Yeah,
that. Niggas will wrinkle your shirt for way less than that. You
Yeah.
heard?
I will say he's been putting in work for years.
Yeah.
And
Where
he's been all over the country.
He didn't work for, obviously not working for him because he's using other people's name. If he was doing something from his heart, he shouldn't use nobody else's name if you've been outside doing that work.
That's it. I don't want to go back and forth. I just want y'all to know he's done work. He does work in a different area.
All right, keep doing work. You heard?
Okay.
Leave me out of that. You heard? I promise you, leave me out of that. I'm scared for anybody that bothers me. I don't want no problem. I don't want no drama. I don't want you to mention my name because I don't want no drama. I don't want to get an attitude because you mentioned my name for no reason. I don't even want to get into that.
Okay.
I start glitching and shit like that. You heard? You got me very upset about this, bro. Let me know what you do besides preaching to the people, bro. You heard? When you want to do something positive and do something for the people instead of talking, holla at me.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So you see, Jim Jones was hot. He was hot, but props to the host of the show. I think it was Sway. Props to him. He defended. He defended D1. You know what I mean? He told him, hey, he's not doing this for clout. He said, he's been in the game for years. He does stuff for the community. So props to him. So here's my take on all this. And you know what? D1's been in the news before. He even went had a debate thing with his brother, brother in the game, Lecrae. But that's another story. Anyway, here's what I gotta say about this. D1's right. D1 is absolutely right. You know what? These lyrics are important. You know what I mean? I used to do gospel hip hop or Christian hip hop, whatever you want to call it. And I always got that conviction of what I say is going to affect someone else. So I wanted to give lyrics with integrity. You know what I mean? Because I have 4 kids, and the stuff they listen to, you know, we as parents, we gotta be sensitive about that stuff, because what you listen to is what you're gonna emphasize. And if you're listening to sex and violence, your lyrics are going to be sex and violence. What disturbed me earlier this year was there was a TikTok video and a bunch of guys and a bunch of teenage boys in the locker room quoting Sexy Red's lyrics from Pound Town. You know what I mean? The ones that and the thing is, she's talking about her, but they're quoting her lyrics. You know, talking about booty hole and coochie and all that stuff. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So the lyrics that we say, the lyrics that we listen to, it comes in our head, it stays in our head, and then you're singing it. You know, sometimes it's random. It's crazy, because you could be in a mall, and kids are so good at absorbing this stuff. You could be in a mall and they're playing a song, and you could be just sitting there doing stuff. Next thing you know, you're walking out the mall, and your son or daughter's repeating the lyrics what they just heard in the mall. That's how music is. So D1's absolutely right. You know what? It don't matter. You can give to the community all you want. That is incredible. It's incredible what Rick Ross and Jim Jones, what they do for the community. That's amazing. That's great. That's absolutely fabulous. However, at the same time, it's almost like salt water and fresh water. You know what I mean? So you're poisoning them with your lyrics, and you're giving to your community. But the problem is that because Jim Jones and Rick Ross aren't believers, they don't follow God, they're not understanding that concept. So at the same time, D1, it's like you're saying this, but it's going through deaf ears. You know what I mean? Because in the world, if you're not following God, you may think this is absolutely, there's not a problem with it. You know what I mean? You know, someone can go on OnlyFans or, you know, do porn videos or whatever, and then sorry YouTube, I shouldn't have said that word, but you could do those videos and then go and do stuff for the community. But you know, it's like, it's hot and cold, man. So it's not until you become a believer, when you follow God with all your heart and you have that conviction, that you will look at yourself and be like, what am I saying? What am I giving to the public? You know, why am I talking lyrics of violence and sex and inappropriate lyrics? What am I saying? I'm poisoning the people that God loves. You know what I mean? I'm giving them lyrics that God hates. You know, when that fear of God sets in, it will make you change your ways and make you want to talk about more stuff that's going to uplift the community. You know what I mean? But if you don't have that, what you're going to be doing, you're going to think is okay. You know what? And Jim Jones and Rick Ross think that what they're doing is fine. And I really hope that they see the light. You know, that's why we gotta pray for those who don't follow God, that, you know, that they can see the light and see what they're doing wrong. You know what I mean? Look, shoot, I'm a Christian, and I do wrong stuff all the time, but I have that conviction to ask God for forgiveness and to start fresh and start new when I do wrong. You know what I mean? Even going back to that YouTube guy, what's his name? Gideon, right? Gideon, he was doing tons and tons of videos, you know, some silly, some good, whatever. But he gave his life to Christ, and he changed his ways. He realized that what he was doing in the past, he doesn't want to do anymore, because he became a new man. You know what I mean? Until Rick Ross and Jim Jones become that new man, they're going to continue to do their current ways. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to do on that. Like I said, this show's a blessed opinion, all right? I'm not a preacher. I'm just going to give it to you how I feel and through spiritual perspective, all right? So, hey, before I go, please like the video, subscribe, share it, whatever the case is, man. I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.